WVTC Radio Detroit. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, X, and our website, www.wvtcdetroit.com, or download our WVTC app from the Play Store for Android users and the App Store for iPhone users. Thank you for tuning to WVTC Radio Detroit and the Community Bell Show with your host, former Wayne County Commissioner Edna Bell. Stay tuned for insightful information Detroiters will find valuable. Text a friend and tell them to watch with you for news you can use. And now, your host, Edna Bell.
Here I am again.
Monday at 4 o'clock. And guess who's with me today? My buddy.
Yes,
buddy,
yes.
Larry with
Miss
me.
Edna, how you
Manager,
doing?
Thank you so much for agreeing to be with me this afternoon.
Always,
I
always.
certainly appreciate that.
Even
so,
if it is at the last
so
minute.
very well, but you adjust well. You're very adaptable. We appreciate you. First thing I want to say is thank you to the African American Leadership Academy. I'm sorry, Institute, honoring me this past Thursday at their 12th annual award presentation at the DIA this year. Surprised and absolutely pleased and honored to receive the Lifetime and Legacy award.
Mm.
I'm
Well
just
deserved.
really
Well
surprised, and I'm
deserved.
just honored. And so I thank you to the Institute, Al Williams and to Shauna Gill. Thank you so much to the two of you. I appreciate it. I mean, I was in great company. I was with the Honorable, with Miss TV herself, Miss Movie Star. You've seen her in movies, particularly what's the one with Gil Hill that we've seen her in before. But
Yeah.
yes,
Eddie Murphy
yes,
movie.
and
Yeah.
we just
Mhm.
appreciate having her. Diana Lewis. I was with Diana
Beverly
Lewis.
Hills.
Beverly
Yeah.
Hills Cop, Diana Lewis, Isaiah Thomas,
She
and
was in
I
Rock.
was just in
Yeah.
wonderful company. There were so many marvelous people who received awards. I was just honored to be amongst them. I appreciate it so very, very much.
Yeah.
And the other, a very special part of the evening was Santil Jenkins, the former candidate for mayor and former city council president, was also there as the speaker. And this is the first public appearance she has made since the election. And I
Yeah.
was just pleased that I was there to be a part of that and to hear her and to hear how supportive she is of our current mayor, the mayor-elect, Madam Mary Sheffield.
Mhm.
And she talked about things that we've talked about here on the show, and that is we must support our mayor.
Yeah.
In particularly this first female mayor, because she is not going to receive the same grace
Right.
that our previous mayor and
Right.
previous mayors
Yeah.
received. Number one, she's a woman. Number two, she's probably one of the youngest. And so she's not gonna receive the same grace. So we've got to protect her and make sure that they don't come after her about crazy stuff. And I'm
Yeah.
sure that's going to happen, but she's strong. She'll be able to handle it. But everybody needs somebody to have their back.
Yeah.
And so we've got to make sure we have her back and to make sure that she is successful because is successful and we are successful.
Mhm.
If she isn't successful, we won't be. So let's make sure we do that
Absolutely.
with our newly elected
You know,
mayor.
I made mention at the time when both candidates were running. I said, whoever
Yes.
get in office, the Bible tells us to pray for our leaders.
Yes. Yes.
Which means we got to put personal opinions
All of that aside.
Whoever you voted for, your side may have lost, your side may have won. Whatever the case, we all have to unify ourselves
Now we are one.
and come together and pray for our leader
Yes.
that she,
It's successful.
Mary Sheffield, continue to do the work.
Exactly. And we got to help her. We can't just now the old election is over. Let's just sit back. No, that's not how this goes, everybody.
Right.
We've got to be boots on the ground
Mhm.
helping. She has put together one of the most aggressive and all-inclusive teams to lead her into this mayor's office. And so we've got to be supportive of all those people that she has put in place. Her transition team includes mayors people from all walks of life.
Yeah.
Community folks, business folks, all sorts of organizations are a part of that transition team. And so we have to make sure that we support her and support that transition team and input because she's asking for input from everybody.
Yeah.
So if there's something you want to say, you have an opportunity to say it to one of those transition teams because they've got plenty of place for you to do it. They've got one that's going to deal with education, one that's going to deal with the community, one with finance, one with economics, one with business. I mean, every walk of life, you have an opportunity to get involved with those. As a matter of fact, this morning, I was at a food giveaway, turkey and food and all sorts of stuff giveaway that the Cody Rouge Community Organization held.
Yeah.
And that was on the west side of Detroit. We did it at the Brennan Pools. If you know where the Brennan Pools are, they are on Plymouth between Evergreen and Outer Drive.
Yes.
And in the Rouge Park. And they are the only Olympic style swimming pools in the area.
Yeah.
They just renovated them. The Detroit Pistons have agreed to do a huge remake of that whole area.
Wow.
And
great.
so that's where we gave away the turkeys and all the other good stuff that we were giving away. But Cody Rouge has a wonderful, dynamic young lady who is the executive director. That is Kenyatta Campbell. And she's been on the show before. And Kenyatta is co-chairing one of the transition teams. And they're going to be talking about community and community input and how we continue to get people engaged and involved in the community,
Yeah.
get suggestions, and then how we make it work once
Yeah.
it's done. Because once the transition teams are done with their recommendations,
Yeah.
they don't just leave. They're still going to be involved in how to make sure that whatever the suggestions are implemented. So I was just real proud
I'm
of
excited.
Kenyatta for being the co-chair of one of those transition teams. It's gonna be a great time.
We had
It's gonna
such
be
a
a great time.
and the city is made so much more powerful when the communities come together. I mean, like me coming up in the community that I came up in with the with the nosy neighbors looking out the window all the time to see what other people's children is doing.
And we didn't like it
and-
when we were kids.
right.
We didn't like that.
No,
But thank
but
the
our
Lord they were
parents
there.
gave them
Our-
permission,
Our parents loved it,
even to whip them,
if need be.
even to whip them. And they said, and when I get home,
You get
I'm gonna
enough.
whip them again. So
Exactly.
it's and we came out right.
We
Now,
came out
they
just
got all
fine.
these laws about if your parent touch you, call 1-800 my daddy with me and all this other stuff. And
And you know what? Dare I say, call it if you dare. Call a number if you dare. Talk about my mother gave me a whipping. Okay, get ready for another
right,
one.
1-800 I saw a switch.
That's right. And you go get the switch so I
Right.
can spank you with it. And don't get a little bitty one. I want you to get a big
Yes.
one. Take all the leaves off.
Mhm.
Yeah. So yeah, call a number if you choose.
Yeah.
And-
I want to ask you a question, getting back to the city.
Mhm.
In your opinion, you being the former Wayne County Commissioner and you being involved the way that you were and that you still are, and in the community, what do you think the first, and normally that's not brought up until the speech is given, the official speech. What do you think the first 100 days is going to be? Or what it needs to be? I'll put it to you that way.
I don't know what it needs to be. I can tell you what I like it to be.
Okay.
How's that? How's that?
That'll work. That'll work. That'll work.
I'd like it to be a love fest, to be very honest.
Really?
I'd like that first 100 days to be a love fest between all those factions who ran against each other. And were, I'd like the first 100 days to be a love fest.
How would you do that?
And I mean, by that, I mean, everybody coming together, attending the meetings of those transition teams. Because I'm sure you'll be able to attend some of those transition team meetings and have input. So I want it to be a love fest. I want them to say, okay, here we are. We're ready to do whatever it is you need us to do to make the city successful. I love these transitions teams, and I'm going to work on one.
Right.
I'm going to do whatever you want us to do. So I want the first 100 days to be a love fest. I want us to love on each other. I want us to say, okay, lecture's over now. We've got a city to run, everybody.
Yes.
And we've got a whole city to run. And when I say whole city, I mean we got a lot of neighborhoods that we got to get involved.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of people in those neighborhoods who may not have felt that their voice mattered. I want you to love on some of those people, to say to those people, your voice really does matter.
Yeah.
We care about what you think and what you say. So yeah, let's make it a love fest for those
that
first
makes
100
sense.
days. That's
That
what
makes
I'd like to
sense.
see happen.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We will just see what that is. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to try to do is get some of those transition chairpersons on the show to hear what their thoughts are and how they're actually handling some of their committees and what some of the issues are in those committees. I think that would be useful, and I think it would help people to feel that it's not hidden. It's
Right.
not, oh, what are they doing behind closed doors? Oh, I want to know what they're saying. It isn't a hidden process. People will know what's going on. And I think the more people know, the more they'll get involved. The more
Yeah.
people know, the more apt they are to make suggestions.
Yeah.
The more people get it, but know what's going on, the more apt they are to say, okay, I can get behind that
Yeah.
because I know how they came up with that idea.
Yeah.
So I just think that this love fest I'm talking about is a
I agree.
time when people will get involved. They'll give suggestions. They'll talk about it. And so I'm looking
You know what I would like to see? Bring Bob Lowe back.
forward. Pablo didn't belong to the city.
Listen,
Come on now.
listen. Now, come on, y'all. Come on. Come on, Pablo. Come on. Catching the last boat back. That was the party
That
boat.
was the
Come on
fun
now.
time. It was
Used to
fun.
have a great
It
man.
was fun.
Pablo
It
was
was fun.
a great
Roller
place.
skating at Pablo. You
Yes.
know.
Northland skating.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
our station owner used to skate too.
Oh yeah, you know,
She could get
I
down.
was a skater. Yo,
Skate backwards,
wait a
all
minute.
that. Our church used to have skating
Skating.
parties
We
and stuff.
used to
Our
have
youth
skating-
department at church used to have
Yes.
skating parties all the time.
Yes,
And we would
used
see
to have
Sandy
skating
Rose
parties.
on the skating
Hey,
rink.
hot dog, Sandy
Wow.
Rose. I love me some and Arcadia roller rink.
Yes.
That was the place.
Yeah.
That was the place. The Duke roller rink.
Yeah.
That was another place. Of
Mhm.
course, I lived in Royal Township, so I went
Yeah.
to the Duke
Mhm.
often. But we also went to the Arcadia. We went
Yeah.
to and it was a
Yeah.
place.
But just having those good
Midnight
times.
specials.
Yeah.
The Arcadia.
Just having those great times again that we used to have that just involved unifying ourselves
Mhm.
as a community, just doing more fellowship and more things together. And I think this Love Fest that you brought up would be a great idea.
Oh, I agree.
You know,
I agree. You know, I think one of the problems I think with reasons we don't have as many as we do is I think people began to be afraid. There was a fear factor
Mhm.
in terms of what might happen, the safety of young people. And
Yeah.
we need to dispel that.
Yeah.
We need to find a way to make folks believe it's okay to
Mhm.
go to the roller rink. You know, we have the Northland roller rink, and I think that one is still open because that's one where my grandkids
Yeah.
went and my kids.
Yeah.
And we used to have a roller rink on 8 Mile and Myers. Was it 8 Mile and Myers? Well, it was right over 8 Mile and Myers. There was a
Mhm.
roller rink.
Mhm.
And there's one that still exists on Schoolcraft.
Mhm. And
and
the ones on the east side.
And there may be
Altar
one on the
Road.
east. Yeah. And
Was
so I
that
think
Altar Road?
if we
Yeah.
begin to do something, because we had roller skating clubs and
Mhm.
we had competitions, and it was just a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
That would be one of those things that young people could get involved in.
Mhm.
That would be an additional way for them to be active, additional way for them to get to know other people and get to know people from other sides of town
Yeah.
that would be not fearful.
Absolutely.
They would be comfortable going to the east side doing something.
Mhm.
You know, I think those are the kinds of things. You know, we used to roller skate at the Chippewa at the roller rink up on Chippewa,
Yeah.
at the rec center up there. So there were lots of things that we used to do that we might be able to bring back. And
The
roller
rec
skating
centers
is one of them.
alone. I mean,
Rec
the
centers
center.
alone,
Oh my
absolutely.
goodness.
Absolutely. And so I would just love to be able to have some of those things come back. And I'm going to make some suggestions that we
Yeah.
try to do some of that.
You got to voice something. People respect Edna Bell, y'all. They call her mother
This is true.
in the city of Detroit. They mother. So
So
absolutely.
I'm going to, share some things that I would like to see us do as a part of this Love Fest
Yeah.
and get it going.
That
We
would
can
be
do
great.
this. I just think we can do this. We have an opportunity to just make such a dramatic change
Yeah.
in how people feel about their own city.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now, I'm not sure everybody feels included,
Mm-hmm.
listened to, don't feel they're able to say what they need to say to make a difference. I think this is an opportunity for us to begin that process.
Why do
get
you
back
think they're
into that.
feeling that way, though? I mean, what has transpired that caused people to shut themselves down from voicing?
I think
their
the
views?
economy has had a lot to do with it.
Mhm.
I think the economy has an awful lot to do with it because the economy has unfortunately led a lot of people into a desperate situation,
Mhm.
homelessness,
Yeah.
simple things like water affordability,
Mhm.
keeping your light and gas on.
Yeah.
I mean, just some very small economic, not small, but some economic issues have led people into a place where joy is not on the list.
Mm-hmm.
The only
Yeah.
thing on the list is, can I survive from day to day?
Yeah.
And I think we've got to help change that. And I think part of helping change that is to get people more involved in some of our churches.
Mm-hmm.
And I know some churches are involved, but I got to say, churches are not as involved as I would want them to be
Right.
or think they should be.
Yeah.
Because if there's a church on your block then there ought to be some connection between that church and the community where that church is.
Mhm.
You know, the church folk and the pastor, the deacons, the trustees shouldn't just come in on Sunday and
Mhm.
leave.
Yeah.
People ought to know who they are. They ought
And
to be involved in what's going on in
yeah.
that community. Community organization. If there's a school near your church ought to be
Yeah.
adopting that school and ought to be involved with the children at that
Yeah.
school. And if there's some houses on the block where your church is that might need a little bit of TLC,
Yeah.
then maybe the church ought to get together and say, well, today we're going to go paint Sister Mary's house.
Yeah.
Or we're going to go and cut the grass, or we're going to fix the lawn, or we're going to fix that fence that's falling down. I mean, just those kinds, and you don't have to do it at every house, but one at a time.
Yeah.
And once we do Sister Mary's, and Sister Jane's house
Mhm.
might do it, and Brother Jim's house might need a
Mhm.
little something going on. And so I think if we do it a little bit at a time.
But you know what though? It's very divine that you bring this up, because that has been one of the topic of discussions here at WVTC concerning the churches, that if a church in a neighborhood had left that neighborhood, would that neighborhood miss that church?
Miss it.
Would they miss the church? What would the answer be? Would it
What?
be yes, because the church was doing so much in the neighborhood?
Or
They
no,
were
we never knew
involved?
they were there.
Or would it be no, because you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, because they never set foot outside the church property.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and I'm gonna say this, and this is Larry. This is not Community Bell. I'm her guest co-host, but I'm saying this is Larry Whitfield. Why would you have your church in a community and you're not engaged with the community? Now sit on that one. Why would you have your church sitting in a community and you're having all these people come from the community to your church? They're giving tithes and offerings and they're doing what thus say the Lord, but you're not engaged in the community after Sunday is gone. Think about that one. Sit on that one a minute. Go ahead.
Good question. Yeah,
Seriously.
you own it.
Seriously.
You're on it, as they say. But you know, we need to and I've got to give my church a pat on the back, because we do get engaged in our community.
Yeah.
We adopted Pasteur School, which is right across the street from us, and we adopted that school almost 20 years ago. And since we adopted it, we get involved in everything that goes on at that school.
Yeah.
And I think every church needs to have pastor school,
Yeah.
whatever the name of the school is near your church
Yes.
or in your community.
Yes.
You need to do that.
Yeah.
And I'm just real proud that we've been able to do that. And the school has been wonderful. The young people have been wonderful. I mean, we had a drive that gave them mittens and gloves and scarves right before school started.
Yeah.
That's the kind of church. And for instance, when the printer was not working on some of the schools, they brought it over to the church and we printed what they needed.
Right.
When it was first day of school, the pastor was standing outside shaking hands with the parents and the children as they came in to start the school year. And so I just think there's some things that we can do that aren't big things, don't cost a lot of money.
Absolutely.
We can do this.
Yeah.
And if we can get every church engaged in just your block, just your community, that would make such a huge difference.
The bait is, and this just came to me, the bait is feeding them fish, but then once you get them there, you teach them how to fish.
There it is.
But the bait is to get out there.
Get out there and get them.
The bait is to get out there and to, if they're hungry, provide them what you have. But then once you get them in the house, you teach them how to provide for themselves.
Exactly. And they don't
That's
have
kingdom.
to be of your faith. They can wherever they are.
They ain't gotta be a member.
No, but
I'm hungry.
Let's
Are
feed
you,
them.
are you a member of this church?
That is not the question.
Come on.
The question is, let's get you something to eat right now. Stop it, Larry.
I got to get a right hand of fellowship in order for me to eat.
not today.
I'm being silly.
But
I know ain't no churches out
Oh.
there doing that,
you
right?
You promise? Are you sure about that? You sure about that? I hope you're right. I hope you're right. I just hope you
Ooh,
are
yeah.
right. But my,
Yeah.
we've got some work to do with our ecumenical community,
Yeah.
along with our educational community,
Mhm.
along with our governmental community. Get those three together, boy.
Right.
That's a heck of a combination.
Yeah.
That's a heck of a combination. And we can do that. I just think we can do that. And there's so many community organizations around the city that are doing things. Last Friday, I was involved with another food giveaway at Mac Alive Community Organization.
Mhm.
We gave food away to. We didn't give away turkeys, but what we gave away was we gave away collard greens,
Mhm.
sweet potatoes, apples,
No, ain't nothing wrong with them sides.
jiffy corn mix, macaroni,
Mm-hmm.
dressing mix. We gave away peanut butter, pineapples.
Mm-hmm.
We gave away some good stuff. All the sides you will ever need is what Mac Alive gave
Sometimes
away.
I eat sides and no meat, y'all. I'm
That's
trying
right.
to tell you.
And as I say that, the executive director of Mac Alive,
Mhm.
Martina Hardman, also received an award
Really?
on this past Thursday. Yes, she received an award from the African American Institute also. And she is the executive director of Mac Alive, a former Michigan House of Representatives person.
Wow.
And she does a wonderful job in terms of providing leadership at the organization. I have to be the chair of the board, but she does a wonderful job providing
right.
leadership and getting in programs
Mhm.
that will help that community.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of thing we need all over. We can't have enough community organizations. I'm just sorry. Some people say, "Oh, we got too many." We don't. No, we need them. If we got one on every block, that's okay with me.
Mm-hmm.
We can't have enough. If you don't have a block club, get one.
Yeah.
And if you got people who are on your block who don't want to be a part of it, you start it.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's only two of you folks in the block club, go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
For instance, this afternoon or this morning when we gave away the turkeys and the food at Cody Roost, the second precinct was there to help manage all the cars. Because boy, do we have cars. We have cars lined up down Plymouth, way down the road. Yeah. But they were helping out as we line the cars up and make sure the traffic was okay and everything was in order. And they were a part of helping give out turkeys. It was just a great, great, great operation this morning.
Yeah.
It really was. I'm just appreciate that. I want to talk about something else that happened yesterday. My pastor's first anniversary.
Oh boy!
Yes.
Already.
Pastor M. Andrew Davis had celebrated his first anniversary. We had a big celebration weekend. We had pancakes with the pastor on Saturday morning at church. It was a great day. And interesting, the committee was a great committee because they put together some really wonderful events. And the pancakes with the pastor, though, they had people at each generation ask the pastor a question, but they also had them talk about what drew them to the pastor. It was a great event. Great event. It was just one of those that you say, wow, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
And the pastor was so gracious. He's got 4 children. His daughter, who's a sophomore at North Carolina A&T, was there. He's got a son who's a senior in high school.
Yeah.
He's got a son who's in the 10th grade and a daughter who's in the 8th grade.
Yeah.
And all of his children were there. But on yesterday, his uncle preached service.
All right.
His uncle preached his first anniversary service. His uncle is a minister from North Carolina.
Okay.
And he and his wife drove up here from North Carolina. The pastor's father and his mother drove 11 hours to get here from North Carolina. And he has nieces and nephews, and he calls it his little big brother. Now I want you to know his little big brother is about 6'4" or 5", big man.
Right.
And so he said, I didn't have any problem because my little big brother took care of me.
Big brother. Right.
But it was such a blessing.
Great service.
Well,
congratulations, Pastor.
So
God bless you.
Pastor M. Andrew Davis celebrated his first pastoral anniversary and he's a Kappa. Oh, and the Kappas were out
Yeah.
to celebrate with him.
Yeah.
And one of his ministerial colleagues from
Mhm.
another state. And so we had videos of all these
Yeah.
ministers wishing him well for his first anniversary.
Awesome.
But one of them was a Q.
Oh boy.
So he
How did that
wished,
go?
he wished him well as Q.
Yeah.
And so we had just a great time in the Lord yesterday at churches. So I just
Amen.
appreciate the chairs. Dr. Deborah Hunter Harville was one of the chairs, and
Mhm.
Mr. Robert Bryant Jr. was one of the chairs, and they just did a fantastic job
Yeah.
of celebrating the pastor. And then after service yesterday, and after his uncle preached, and his uncle, the sermon was built for this.
Mm. Yeah.
You were built for this.
Yeah.
And it's interesting how he drew it in because he talked about cars and
Yeah.
and General Motors and Ford and so on. Like,
Well, you know,
you were built
Ford
for
had
this.
a motto. What they say? Ford
A
tough.
slogan. Yeah, built for this. Ford tough. Built for
Ford
this.
tough.
Yes. And so he talked
Yeah.
he talked about all the models of the cars,
Mhm.
dealerships and owners, and it was a great sermon.
Yeah.
A great sermon. And so we just had a great time. Then dinner afterwards
Yeah.
in our fellowship hall. And that was just it was a good
Well, he's
a
doing
great
awesome work over there
weekend.
on
He
Illinois.
really
Yeah.
is doing awesome work. And his goal is to have 100 members join for the end of the year.
Mhm.
We had 5 people join yesterday.
Mm.
We were at 79 last week. So
I
now
believe he mentioned that
yes, he did
when he was on
when
your
he was
program.
here.
Yeah.
Well, we're at 84.
Yeah.
So
See?
we need 16
Look
more.
at God.
I said,
Come
look,
on here.
look at God.
Yeah.
His goal was to get 100
Yeah.
folks to join New Prospect Missionary
Mhm.
Baptist Church by the end of the year. And he's on his way.
Yeah.
He's going to make it.
So that's like what? 15, 16?
16 more.
You may get that this Sunday.
You know,
it's
you
after
never know.
Thanksgiving.
I'm telling well, and we may get it on Wednesday because we've got Thanksgiving service on Wednesday at 11.
See?
So we may get a few
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
get a few more
Mhm.
on this coming Sunday.
See?
And then
Come on.
first Sunday, you
Yeah.
always get folks on
Right.
first Sunday.
Yeah.
So you never know.
Yeah.
But I'm just real pleased that Reverend M. Andrew
Yeah.
Davis is in the house doing a wonderful job, and we're just thanking God for him that his
Yeah.
continued success, and we just appreciate him. So he's going to be on the show sometime in the next few weeks, and he'll talk about what's going on over on the corner of Livernois and Pembroke.
Well,
We're having a great time. We are having a
Miss
great
Edna,
time.
I'm about to throw you a curveball.
Oh, here you come. I didn't
I'm
play
about to throw
baseball.
you a
I played
curveball.
basketball.
Okay. Well,
I
I'm
played
about to.
basketball. I played tennis. I played field hockey. I played
Okay,
golf.
well, I'm about to.
I didn't play
I don't know.
baseball.
I'm about to pass you one like
Okay.
Magic Johnson.
Okay.
Let's go to Washington.
Okay.
What do you think about the somewhat the shift that's happening with certain Republicans as far as what's going on? One of them being Miss Marjorie.
I'm gonna wait and see on that one. I'm in a area where I'm gonna wait and see because I'm not sure if
Okay.
that's for real or if they just
You
if
think
they- if-
that's an
if
AI?
they-
You
if-
think that's an AI?
if they just playing, I trust those folks as far as I can throw them.
Mhm.
So we'll see.
But I think that situation hit a nerve with her, though. I mean, as a human being, it should hit a nerve with everybody. But I don't know.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, I gotta wait and see.
We'll see. We will see. I just before I came to the show saw an interview that they did, and she one of the towns that she represents in Georgia is Rome, Georgia,
Mhm.
and so the newscasters went to Rome, Georgia, to interview some of the people in her community, and they a few of them said, "I don't care one way or the other. I don't know nothing about. it. I have no comment."
Mhm.
But then some of them did say that they supported her. She's done great. She's always taken care of her community, and they
Mhm.
supported her. Didn't hear any negatives, which is interesting,
Mhm.
which is very, very interesting. And
Yeah.
they interviewed Republicans in that community, Rome, Georgia, and they didn't have any negative to say about her. She's not been at the top of my list because she has been in my estimation,
Mhm.
negative and anti everything that I support. But we're going to see how this plays out. Unfortunately, I think the person who sits in the White House right now um, is not accustomed to people um, going against whatever he wants them to do and say. I hope that she will be safe because she used that was one of the reasons she said she was resigning because she feared for her safety.
Yeah.
Now that's very, very sad in this country that an elected official will fear for their safety because of what they believe and because of the person who's in the White House. Now, mind you, she has said and done many, many things that will have other people fearing for their life.
Right.
And I find it ironic that now she's fearful. You know, God does things in a strange way. And I'm just saying, you know, you can't just treat people any old kind of way and say any old thing about people and expect it not to come back to you at some point in time.
And
I pray that she will be safe. But I'm just saying that you can't say stuff and do stuff and not know. Sometimes that stuff is going to come back to you.
Yeah.
You can't just do any old thing to people and say any old thing about people.
It hit home.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes we say things and not realize that it could happen to you, you know, and I believe, and I'm not going to repeat it because, you know, I'm want to keep things what it is, but you know, Malcolm X made a certain comment about that. You know, he made mention about them chickens
coming home to roost.
I mean, you know, and that's one of them situations you out there doing and saying, and then it
comes back at you.
It comes in your yard.
And you know, when you're doing and saying that, you never think that it's going to come back to you. And that is why let's not say stuff that we don't want folks to say about you. My mother always taught me, don't say things that you don't want people to say about you. And
stay right there, Miss Sandy.
I sometimes you growing up, you do say things that you probably would not say when you learn better. And I remember having said something once when I was a child, and my mother brought me in the house and set me in front of the mirror and said, let me say something to you. And I'm not even going to say what she said and what I said. It was ugly. But I never it did that again. And it stuck with me forever. You don't do to people unless you want them to do to you. Do unto others the way you want them to do unto you.
Right.
Always.
And I've actually seen, and I wanted
when the
Sandy,
bully gets bullied.
I've seen that happen in my neighborhood.
You can't handle it when it's coming back to you.
In our neighborhood, bullied everybody. I mean, used to chase me home from school. I shouldn't be saying that. Yes. I used to get chased home from school. Custer Elementary over there on Linwood is now Thurgood Marshall.
But that was children. There's a difference between what children do and what adults do. Adults supposed to know better.
Yes. And they got bullied, and it was like, because the bully was being bullied. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And it's like, and then once they got bullied, now
something's wrong.
They want to seek the Lord.
Yeah. They want to go tell
now they want to lift their hands.
And they want to go tell somebody, they bothering me. They want to go tell.
Now they want to say God is real.
Yeah, run and tell that. That's what, yes. But you know, you're absolutely right. It makes a difference. It makes a difference.
It does.
And so you have to be careful, and you have to think about what you say and what you do to others.
But I just want to, I just want to just, I pray for everybody's safety nowadays. Everybody's on my prayer list.
Got to be.
The nation is on my prayer list.
Got to be.
You know how you have that prayer list of mama, daddy,
Mhm.
auntie, uncle,
Yeah,
pastor,
the
and
children, all that.
children, all
Let's
that.
add
The
everybody.
nation is
The
on my
nation.
friend list.
Yes, we've got to do that.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
have got to do that
yeah.
because there's some things going on that are just you look and you said, "Is this real
Mm-hmm,
or is this a movie?
mm-hmm,
This can't be happening.
Mhm.
They can't possibly be doing some of the stuff
Yeah.
they're doing." But indeed, they are doing some things that are just so incredibly un unhuman.
And it's not even a year
Mhm.
yet.
Yeah. Oh, my.
It's not even a year.
Well, wait to see what happens when the midterm elections come up.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
That's going to be really interesting
Yeah.
when the midterm elections come up and they even think that they're going to lose control of the House. They're going to go crazy.
Right.
No, stop. Speaking of, I should go, not midterm elections, but people going crazy. Did you see where Letitia James,
Yes.
the Attorney General in New York,
Yes.
and James
James
Comey
Comey.
have both been exonerated?
Yes.
Well, not exonerated because they didn't go to trial. They have just said, the judge
Right.
said, no, let's
Threw
throw
it
this out. This is not
threw it out.
acceptable. This
Yep.
doesn't even come arise to a level of ever
Mhm.
having been here in the first place.
Mhm.
And the young lady who was the federal prosecutor may even be losing her job or her law license
Mhm.
because of the
Yeah.
kinds of things she did.
Yeah.
So, you can't just decide because I don't like you,
Yeah.
I'm going to do this to you. That's not how this is not supposed to work that way.
Right.
Although in some cases it does and has.
We're still waiting to hear the outcome of the federal, the lady who was the, what's the other lady?
What?
Federal Reserve.
Oh, she's okay. They've already.
She's-
They've already
great,
said
great,
she's
great.
just they threw that one
Yeah.
out too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now
So
what?
now when you start
Now what?
losing that like
Yeah.
that, what are you gonna do?
Mhm.
And there was a federal judge that was appointed by Obama that just said also you can't change these departments you've been doing. You
Mhm.
can't do that.
Mhm. Yeah.
So the person's gonna lose his little mind is what's gonna happen.
Mhm.
He's gonna be ranting and raving and doing all sorts of crazy
Mhm.
stuff because it's like a child
Mhm.
who can't get what they want and they start doing crazy stuff
Mhm.
and start throwing things.
Mhm.
And then the adult in the room has to step up and say, wait a minute,
Mhm.
stop it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stop it. You can't do that kind of
Yeah.
nonsense. It's not productive. And it's not good for you or anybody around you. So just stop.
Because it's a situation. It's a situation now where they are way past the tantrum.
Mhm.
This is beyond the tantrum.
And the sad part is
Yeah.
the folks who are allowing him to do it know better.
Yeah.
They know better. But anytime a job becomes so important to you
Mm-hmm.
that you won't do what's right when you know what's right, then
Mhm.
you probably shouldn't have had the job in the first
Mhm.
place. Or it's time for you to leave that position
Mhm.
because obviously it means more to you than doing the right thing
Yeah.
and representing the
Yeah.
people that you're supposed to represent.
We have to get out of the thinking of who's right and start doing what's right.
Exactly.
It's not who's
Because
right.
you know what's right.
The who
The
shot
right
down.
doesn't change.
Yeah.
Right is right. And
Right.
it doesn't matter what color you are,
Mhm.
how old you are, what party you are. Right is right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we have to get away from it.
So
We have to get away from that. Okay, folks, it's almost time for Larry. Larry, you talk so much. You made it go so fast. Oh my goodness.
You
Time
know,
just
we
flew
did-
by.
this is great.
Time
You know,
just flew by. And I'm
knows?
just so
I might-
glad. You might come
I
on.
may
be my
wanna hang
co-chair.
with you
may hang with me.
in
Come hang with me.
2026 a
There you
little
go.
longer.
You never know. Come on in. But the last thing I'd like to do is congratulate the Honorable Martha G. Scott. Martha celebrated her 90th birthday this past Friday,
Wow.
and we had a ball at her birthday. We had a ball. We
Can
had a
you get her?
ball.
Can you bring her?
Of course, I can bring
Mhm.
out. I'll get Martha. Yes, we had a ball. Just so honored to be able to say I know
Yes.
Martha G. Scott.
Yes.
Martha was the first woman mayor of Highland Park. Martha was a state representative. Martha was a state senator. And now she's a county commissioner. Mind you, Martha was on the county commission before there was this body of county
Mm.
commissioners, because before the current governmental entity called Wayne County was
Mhm.
there, it was a Wayne County Road Commission.
Yes.
And there was a body that governed that, and Martha was on that.
Yes.
So Martha has been
My
around
daddy used to work
a
for
lot,
Wayne County Road
and
Commission.
Martha has done so much for so many. So we just want to say congratulations and a happy birthday to the Honorable Martha G. Scott for celebrating her 90th birthday. We
Congratulations.
appreciate
God
you.
bless
On
you.
that, we will say good night. You have a wonderful week. Happy Thanksgiving
Happy
to all of
Thanksgiving.
those. Happy Thanksgiving. Eat as much as you want. Eat, don't listen.
Don't
Eat as
do
much as you want.
If you do, I want to see you at the Planet. They call fit.
But have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I do the green beans. I do some bad green beans, some wonderful green beans. So all I have to do is green beans, and I just bought my green beans today, so I'm good to go.
Sandy, we're gonna have to make a road trip over there.
That's right. You know,
Yeah.
I may bring out a few green beans because I do some green beans. But we'll be at my niece Amy's house, and the family will all get together. We'll be missing 2 this year. Cranston and Grant are away at college. They're
Yeah.
not coming home for Thanksgiving. You know, it's something when the babies leave, and then you have these holidays, and they're not there. There is a void there.
They'll be
There
all right.
is a void. And so the babies won't be there. So I don't have to cook as many green beans as
Yeah.
I used to because those 2 ate all the green beans. They were the ones that ate the green beans.
Yeah, they'll
But
be all right.
but my boys are
Y'all stay safe though.
yes.
Stay safe.
Yes.
Have a good time. Happy Thanksgiving,
Happy
y'all. But stay
Thanksgiving
safe
and
out
happy
there.
Thanksgiving to
Yeah.
Cranston and Grant. Cranston at Alabama A&M and Grant at Tallahassee at Florida A&M. Happy Thanksgiving from Nana.
Yeah.
We'll see you Christmas because we can afford to bring both of
yeah.
y'all home at Thanksgiving and Christmas. So we'll see you at Christmas.
Yeah.
Have a great day, everybody.
Blessings
Have
to
a
you.
blessings to you for Thanksgiving. We'll see you next Monday. Have a great week.
Sir.
Thank you for listening to Community Bell with your host, former Wayne County Commissioner Edna Bell. This broadcast was brought to you by WVTC Radio Detroit. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, our website, www.wvtcradio.com, or download our WVTC app from the Play Store for Android users and the App Store for iPhone users. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, tell a friend to tune in. We'll see you next Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern to the Community Bell Show, right here on WVTC Radio Detroit.
Okay. You ain't changing your mind now, have you?
We're about to be one big happy family.
I'm just hoping I can trust you to return my love.
I mean, as much as I know how to love.
Did you sleep with him?
No! This is toxic.
Don't become the thing that hurt you.
And what is that?
Bitterness.
I really needed you when Daddy died.
Girl, look, there you go with what you need. This not about you. Didn't you find God for that? I'm not here to meet your needs.
I understand that you love her. I get it. But like this, right here, this is toxic. Toxic? Man, who's you talking to like that?
And we're here at the Davidson High School for the first game of the season.
Look, I'm sorry, sir, but we were all running for our lives.
Hope you enjoy being used, man.
Man, what? No, you better find someone else to play with, bro.
Come right. You both know you ain't about to hit nothing but a high note. You better sit down.
My Bible tells me that the wages of sin is death.
That's wages, honey, not wedges.
I know what it says, Miss Sunday School teacher.
I see that one is coming to the altar.
Now is the time.
Singing and praying with my mind.
Cut!
How you gonna cut singing and praying?
Go to your Apple or Google Play Store and download the WVTC Gospel Radio app today. You can also say, Alexa, play WVTC Radio Skills.
Would you like to play WVTC Radio Network?
Absolutely. Download it today.
You're listening to WVTC Gospel Radio Detroit, and we're flowing in the Spirit.